Mindful Moment, and today I want to give you guys a couple of concepts that I teach my one on one clients. And I'm going to use an example of something that happened this weekend that I was completely shocked about. Now, some of you may know, just based on my videos here, that I love my coffee in the morning. And for the longest time, I like to consider myself like basically my food protocol is minimum flour, minimum sugar, or so I thought. And I know people have always said that my creamer is not very good for my coffee, but in my mind, I think I'm pretty good for the most part of the day. So it says 5 grams of sugar on that container, and I'll just take it as it is. But for some reason this weekend, I decided to actually look at how many tablespoons I actually put in to get to the color that I like for my coffee. And you guys, it ended up being 20 grams of sugar and 1 cup of coffee. And I have 2 cups before 7 a.m. That's 40 grams of sugar. I could just melt some freaking peeps in there, have the equivalent. Now, why I say this is important or a good example for some of the concepts that I teach my clients is this. Number one, awareness, and also the idea of math versus drama. So, it's getting to be summertime, and I've been looking to cut back a couple of LBs, and I've been changing my lunch, I've been changing my dinner, and I'm like, what is going on? This is the drama, right? This is what we tell ourselves. I can't lose the weight. I don't know what's happening. The hormones are out of whack. I'm getting old. Life is going to be over soon. But when you become aware of what you're actually putting in your mouth, it's amazing. You just look at the facts. Okay, so now I know it had nothing to do with lunch or dinner or my hormones, probably. It might have something to do with 40 grams of sugar. And although people have told me for years that it hasn't been great, I've just been like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But now I have a compelling reason, and a compelling reason is so important to all of the work we do. It's really the reason that you change your mind to actually make a change in your life. So, where I also see this with math and drama is sometimes after people have maybe too much wine the next day, it's like, oh my God, I can never stop drinking. I will never get this right. But really, like, take a minute and just write down what exactly it was. Was it 2 glasses of wine over what you had planned? And do the work from there. Now, what I like to also teach my clients is something that my teacher talks about is grab ass. So here's the concept. Like, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal, right? A little bit of creamer, not so much of a big deal. Maybe for you, it's like a chip here, a cookie there, or I used to like a little extra bloop of wine. Doesn't seem like a big deal. But we call that grab ass. And the idea is like, think about if you're in a marriage or in some sort of a committed relationship. You may see someone else on the street who looks pretty cute, but you don't go over and grab their ass. You know that you're committed to your spouse. So when you're doing the work on yourself, you want to be committed to yourself. No grab ass. So, awareness, math versus drama, no grab ass, compelling reason, and compound effect I want to talk to you about. So, overnight, because of my compelling reason of the 40 grams of sugar, I have decided to only do 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And I know it's still a high amount of sugar, but I also know that I will benefit from the compound effect. One little change over time will add up. And honestly, I may even notice that I have more energy. Won't you be lucky to see me in the mornings? And I might cut back even more because I won't have so much sugar. Think about like an airplane. If it's supposed to like fly this way and get to the destination and it's just 1 degree off, it's going to end up over here. So you can totally start with small changes. Really think about what your compelling reason is and don't forget that. Keep going. You are totally on the right track. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.